All right, so here's something that happens to a lot of people after 50, and I want to just say it directly. You can diet, you can exercise, you can do everything right, and your belly still won't budge. And most people blame themselves. They think they're not trying hard enough, or they're eating too much. But here's the thing, that's not actually what's happening. Your belly isn't a willpower problem, it's a biology problem. And once you understand the biology, you can actually fix it. So, after 50-point-something shifts in your body, 3 things actually. First, your stress response changes. Your cortisol, that's your main stress hormone, stays elevated longer than it used to. When you were younger, cortisol would spike, do its job, and drop back down. Now, it takes longer to come down. And here's the thing about elevated cortisol. It tells your body to store fat, but not just anywhere, specifically in your belly. It's literally a survival program that's been running for hundreds of thousands of years. Second, your cells stop listening to insulin as well. Insulin is the hormone that controls blood sugar and fat storage. But after 50, your cells become what we call insulin resistant. They don't respond as efficiently. So your body stores more glucose as fat, again, prioritizing the belly. Third, sex hormones drop. For women, estrogen drops sharply after menopause. For men, testosterone slowly declines. These hormones help regulate where your body stores fat. When they decline, fat migrates from your hips and thighs to your midsection. So you're not failing at diet and exercise. Your body's wiring has changed, and that wiring is telling your midsection to store fat. This is actually backed by research. There's a 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism looked at postmenopausal women, found they accumulated about 30% more visceral fat than premenopausal women, even when their total weight stayed the same. The fat literally relocates. So that's the problem. Now here's what most fitness advice gets wrong about fixing it. Most people think the fix is crunches, sit-ups, more ab work, but there's a deeper issue that nobody talks about. You have a muscle called your transverse abdominis. Think of it like an internal corset. It's your deepest abdominal muscle, and it does something crucial. It pulls your organs inward and stabilizes your spine. When this muscle is working, your belly looks flat and stays stable. When it's offline, when it stops firing, your belly protrudes forward. Your organs push out against your abdominal wall. And even if you're not overweight, you look bloated. Here's what happens. After decades of sitting, shallow breathing, and stress, these deep core muscles just shut off. Your body stops using them. And when they're offline, a crunch won't wake them up. You're just adding work on top of broken mechanics. On top of that, your breathing probably changed. When you're stressed, you breathe shallow, into your chest instead of your belly. And that shallow breathing keeps your nervous system in fight or flight mode, which keeps cortisol elevated, which, as we just said, signals fat storage in your belly. So the fix isn't more crunches, it's reconnecting your deep core and calming your nervous system. There's actually research on this. 2018 study in physical therapy looked at adults over 50 who trained diaphragmatic breathing combined with deep core activation. Over 12 weeks, they saw a 22% reduction in waist circumference. No calorie counting. No traditional cardio, just nervous system regulation and core reconnection. So now we know the problem and what actually works. Let's do this. This isn't a crunch. This isn't a plank. This is a retraining drill. It teaches your brain to find your deep core muscles again and tells your nervous system to chill out. What it does, activates your transverse abdominis, that internal corset muscle, engages your pelvic floor, trains diaphragmatic breathing to lower cortisol, shifts your nervous system from stress mode to rest mode. Here's how. Lie on your back on a mat, knees bent, feet flat on the floor about hip width apart, arms at your sides. Place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, just below your ribcage. Here's the key part. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. But, and this is important, focus on expanding your belly, not your chest. Your belly hand should rise. Your chest hand should barely move. At the top. Now exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Hold that contraction for 2 seconds.
release, and repeat. 8 to 10 breaths, 2 sets. That's it.
Why this works? Your breathing pattern became shallow from stress and sitting. This drill retrains diaphragmatic breathing, which literally signals your nervous system to relax. And it wakes up those deep core muscles that pull your belly inward. It feels subtle, but it's the difference between doing core work that actually works versus wasting time on surface-level exercises. Once your core is firing and your stress response is calm, you're ready to build actual strength. Which brings us to the next movement. Now we're going to challenge your core connection with movement, real-world movement, where you control your limbs while your spine stays stable. That's the dead bug. This trains your transverse abdominis, obliques, and pelvic floor to work together, which protects your lower back and flattens your belly from the inside out. What it does? Builds deep core strength without straining your neck or lower back. Teaches your core to resist extension, meaning it resists the arch in your lower back. Improves mind-muscle connection. Reinforces breathing under tension. Protects your spine during real life, bending, lifting, reaching. A 2021 study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research compared slow-tempo dead bugs to traditional crunches in adults over 55. The dead bug group? Significantly more transverse abdominis activation and way less lower back pain. That's because dead bug builds the kind of core strength that actually works in real life, not just for the gym. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Lift both legs so your knees are directly over your hips, shins parallel to the floor. This is tabletop position. Raise both arms straight up toward the ceiling. Press your lower back gently into the mat. No arch. That's your starting position. Now inhale. Slowly lower your right arm overhead toward the floor while straightening your left leg, hovering it a few inches above the ground. Keep your lower back pressed into the mat the whole time. Exhale, return to start. Bring your right arm and left leg back to tabletop. Repeat on the other side. Left arm overhead, right leg extends. That's 1 rep. Do 6 to 8 reps per side. Rest. 2 to 3 sets total. Move slowly. Down. 3 to 4 seconds back up. This is control, not speed. Keep your lower back flat. If it arches, you've gone too far. Shorten your range of motion. Exhale as you return to center. That engages the deep core. If the full movement is too much, just lower one arm or one leg at a time, not both. Build up to it. Focus on the connection, not the burn. You're retraining your nervous system, not chasing soreness. Here's what I want you to understand about all of this. You didn't lose control of your belly because you aged. You lost control because your body adapted to stress, hormonal shifts, and inactivity. Quietly, predictably, and now you know why. And here's the thing. It's not too late, and it's not your fault. The problem is that most fitness advice for people over 50 treats aging like a decline you have to accept. Stiffer, weaker, less capable. But that's not true. Your body didn't lose the ability to be strong and stable. It just needs the right signal. These two movements, the breathing drill and the dead bug, those are the right signals. They tell your nervous system to relax. They wake up your deep core. They reset your metabolism to work with you instead of against you. And once that foundation is in place, everything changes. You stand taller. You breathe easier. Your clothes fit better. Your belly starts to flatten. Not because you're starving yourself, but because your body is finally working the way it's supposed to. But here's what's really happening underneath. You're building resilience. Resilience to stress. Resilience to the demands of daily life. Resilience to the idea that aging means declining. You don't need a gym. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need to buy anything. You just need intention, consistency, and a willingness to start small. So here's what I want you to do. This week, try the breathing drill just once a day. Lie down for 2 minutes, do 2 sets of slow breathing. Feel your core activate. That's the foundation. Then, once you're comfortable with that, which might be after a few days, add the dead bug. Start with 6 reps per side. 2 sets. Don't do it every single day. 3 times a week is perfect while you're learning. Be patient with it. This isn't about no pain, no gain. It's about reconnection and precision.
Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these movements are you most curious to try? Or maybe you've already tried deep core work and felt the difference compared to traditional ab exercises. If so, tell me what changed for you. Drop a comment below with your first name, your age, and where you're watching from.
Because this isn't just a video. It's a community of people over 50 who are choosing strength and health one small step at a time. If this video helped you, send it to someone you care about. Because a flat belly isn't vanity, it's health, it's strength, it's living fully at every age. Now go lie down, take a deep breath, and reconnect with that core. Your body is ready.